man died today. I'm not sure who he was or where it happened, but I can promise you it did. Shit happens every day, a relative certainty in the uncertainty of it all. But that's not our story. Or maybe it is. Can't even say I know for sure. Maybe we all share a story. Like different letters in a single sentence stretching towards infinity. The last letter undeniably linked to the first. At least I'd like to think so. This story, however, doesn't begin with death. No, this story begins with life. 3 lives, or I should say 3 lives. 3 people, fated to meet at a moment in time. A place in the universe, a dot. That is if you believe in fate. Anyway, 3 lives. We'll meet each of them now, and then one will come back around page 27. Why page 27? Because why not?
First, we'll meet Alex, a friend. You'll like him and not even be able to describe why when asked about it later. That's just how he is.
There are 2 ways of getting home. One is to stay put, and the other is to walk around the whole world till we come back to the same place. If I had to describe eternity in 1 word, I'd take this picture.
Alex always failed art class because he made associations that weren't truth. Silly boy. This is only the ocean.
I could never write a detective story like Raymond Chandler. His characters are always concerned with discovering how a man could have died. And all I can think of is how he could possibly be alive.
Next, there's Jonas. I can't tell you much about him because we've never met. But I can promise he's been struck by the absurdity of it all.
I think she's saying she loves me. I can't do this.
And like that, he was done. Done with the routine, choosing instead the path of a wanderer, the path that would intersect ours. Last, there's Kara. Who is she? Don't we all think we know until the precise moment we don't? Kara had never experienced heartbreak while eating eggs. She loved eggs. But in this moment, she understood they would never taste the same again.
Why did I see myself with him? Same reason we see ourselves anywhere, I guess. We only have 1 set of eyes.
Yo.
It's me.
I know. That's why I said yo.
Come over?
Right now?
I suppose now is as good a time as any.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? Come over in 14 minutes and 85 seconds.
Deal.
You're an angel.
Got another?
In my not-so-humble opinion, the true measure of any friendship is silence and the ability to share it. So as friends, Alex and I practice daily, with the occasional smoke. A moment of silence to ponder our daily existence.
And the deadly toxins currently flooding our lungs.
How'd you get in here?
The front door.
This is my mind. There is no front door.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't like it.
Why not?
You're in my head.
Maybe you're in mine.
Probably not. Either way, I don't like it.
Then let's leave.
You first.
Together?
One.
2.
Broke up with you, didn't he?
Why do you ask that?
I was just in your head. It's a mess in there.
It's not that dirty, is it?
No.
He cheated on me.
That'll do it. Another moment of silence?
No. You've proven your friendship.
Then why'd you need me?
To get my shit.
Where's your shit?
In there. I can go in there. It was our place, now it's his. It's just... don't.
Okay.
You're just like me.
What am I getting?
I don't care. You pick.
How long are we talking here?
Days.
Days. Okay. Killed him.
No, I didn't.
He's dead on the floor in there. Go look.
No. You got my stuff. Now we're leaving. Thank you.
Where are we going?
On a road trip, Bob.
It's Alex.
To San Francisco.
Ah, for home or for him?
For you.
For me.
Yeah. You have a school to tour, I have a car to drive. Even you can see the spell of luck we've stumbled upon.
Well, I suppose this is the inciting incident.
Of course. It always happens around this point. Now get in.
Kara left anything she didn't want in this corner of the garage. A desolate and lonely place for the discarded.
Sometimes I wonder if the things we leave behind outweigh those that we keep.
I'm positive that's the case. What?
It's a very strange word.
What?
Right, think about it. Should we pronounce wet?
Did you know moisture was a word?
Is it more moist?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Moisture, moistest. Must have been.
But in the future, it could help you in games where you use individual letters to create words.
Shut up. What's really on your mind?
I'm afraid we're actually driving up north so she can find this ex-boyfriend. The one that got away, if you will.
He is my soulmate. What?
It's exactly why you didn't work out. I'm just trying to protect you from heartbreak.
Tell me, Alex, do you fall in love often?
Nothing.
Liar. You wanna go. You wanna help me.
I didn't say that.
You sweet thing, you. You're too kind. I just have one stop to make first. An interview for work. With a man who captures light for a living. So tell me, Lucas, why do you feel the need to create art?
I guess I haven't read any good fairy tales in a while.
Could fairy tales inspire you to work with children?
No. Children inspire me to work with children. They're different than, you and me. They haven't eaten the apple from the tree yet.
Speaking of children, what effect, if any, do you believe an expectant mother has on the child developing within her womb?
Can I ask you a question real quick? If people like my work, and I can make a living at that, yet still through that I'm somewhat unhappy, what does that say about me? Does that make me greedy, selfish, arrogant.
Or maybe just human.
I like that.
Are you unhappy in your life?
Maybe my mother was unhappy when she was pregnant with me.
Oh, he seems crazy enough, wouldn't you agree?
No. He's right. It's kind of sad he can't find happiness.
Maybe he's just not looking in the right place.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. Why are we going to San Francisco again?
For school.
And is that happiness? Yes, it's a bathroom. I come in here so he can't find me because I'm sure he's looking for me as we speak.
I know you're in here.
I really worry about that boy. Like a much younger brother. He stresses too much.
I can hear you. You know, why shouldn't I worry? I don't want her to get hurt. You know, as tough as she looks,
Tough as nails.
she's confused right now. At least I know where I belong.
He has no idea where he belongs and he feels a crushing anxiety because of it.
It's like I'm standing at the edge of a cliff. There's a realistic fear of falling, but at the same time, the terrifying freedom to jump. It's like a dizziness of freedom, of choice. Why are there so many choices?
Do you ever wonder if there's more
Then what?
than what they're telling us?
You need anything from home? Toothbrush, retainer, any other dental supplies?
We could all be wearing blinders, each and every one of us. Sadly, I feel we are a failed generation. Abandoned robots, college-educated, trained to compete, but never adapt.
Sweetheart, I think you think too much. Are you sure there's nothing you need from home?
Nothing that'll fit in this car.
Eureka, he's got it.
Kara won't show it, but she's afraid this trip is a bad idea. Looking for a man too perfect to work out perfectly.
I wonder if it was the right choice to bring Alex. He might not be ready to find himself. It is a dangerous journey.
I think this is good for me. I'm ready to find myself and my true purpose. The freedom to do so is what troubles me.
I feel like we need a third person in this car.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Think about road trip movies. Most only have 2 people.
It's true.
Jonas's plan to get away from it all, to simply exist separate from everything, will soon be cut short by his desire to see everything.
This is the last pee break.
This is the first pee break.
We haven't even been on the road for an hour.
You couldn't know that. There have been cuts. It messes up the time.
You wrote your name, didn't you?
I ran out of ink. Matt? Why are you looking at me like you hate me?
It's love. But it's easy to confuse the two. Love and hate are on 2 ends of the human emotional spectrum. Love and hate, with all the other emotions taking up the middle ground. Now you fold the spectrum in on itself and love and hate touch, and the line between them becomes blurry. Easily confused. Could happen to anybody.
Well, I hate you too.
Oh, you're an angel. You don't have a hate bone in your body.
You know, despite your charm, you know this is a bad idea.
All I know is that we can't be sure we see things the same way. My red could be your yellow, your green, my blue.
I'm being serious.
Don't you doubt my seriosity. I chose to take this trip for the betterment of both you and I, so stop worrying about what might be and start considering what is. Now you drive. I need a drink. Poor him. Hey, no anxiety this trip, huh?
This is the end for poor Alex. Our hero is seen as a sunrise.
No time for games, Bobby. Get in the car.
It's Alex.
Our third? Need a light, friend?
Could use a light. I need a ride.
Hasn't anyone ever taught you how to hitchhike? Show them how it's done, Alex. But don't tell anyone you learned that here.
Deal.
Where are you headed?
Where are you going?
Good answer. I'm Kara, this is Alex. Give us a sec. So what do you think?
I think he needs a light.
Oh. Hey! Here you go. Okay, now?
Your call.
Well, I did promise them there'd be a third.
Them? I don't know. You might have seen me pee.
So?
So that's weird.
All right, Daddy-o, you got a ride on one condition.
Yeah, what's that?
You have to show us a little dance. Nothing complicated.
Yeah, I don't dance.
Everybody dances. Even Alex here. See? Took ballet for 10 years.
It's funny. You don't strike me as a ballerina.
That's because I haven't laid a finger on you yet.
Shit, we're gonna miss our ride.
He's right. We'll be late if we don't hurry.
Fine, but you will dance later. Wait, I better drive. You've been dancing.
Anybody ever tell you two you act like Anna Karina and John Paul Belmondo?
Who are they?
Movie stars.
Ugh, I hate the movies. Let's go! Wait a minute. We know our names, but who the fuck are you?
Jonas.
Judas?
Jonas.
Jonas.
Just along for the journey.
That's a funny last name, Jonas, just along for the journey. Do people call you JJ?
Just you.
And thus the trip began. Kara asked what the speed limit was 3 times before they'd even reached the city limits. It was 70. Alex wondered if Kara found their passenger to be as eerily familiar as he did, but he was happy to have a new friend along for the ride. He also had to pee again, which had him slightly concerned about the size of his prostate. Jonas felt that he was trapped, somewhere between infinity and nothing, far from understanding either, and currently realizing that his leg was falling asleep. It was disconcerting that he couldn't explain why.
Hey, where are your headrests?
In the trunk.
They screw up the shots.
My mind tells my foot to push down. The gas pedal lowers and we move faster. My mind and the car function as one machine. Don't you dare make fun of that machine, Rico. That machine is me.
My name's Alex.
It's nice out here. I feel liberated. Not happy, but free.
Freedom to be happy.
Or simply do this.
At first, Kara simply wondered who the stranger in the back seat could be. She wondered if he was raised in a city or in the country, if as a child he preferred cereal to oatmeal, and whether or not he had grown into his liking for tomatoes. But then she began to feel slightly concerned, considering she had no idea who this man was. She'd seen enough horror.
That's it. I've seen enough horror movies to know what can go wrong when picking up hitchhikers. So why the knife, bub?
A lot of reasons for the knife. Mostly I use it for cutting.
I feel like I've seen you before. Anyone ever tell you you look very familiar?
You ever fall in love with someone 2 years before you met them?
Stop being smart. And if you're not planning on killing us, at least play a tune on that thing.
Yeah, I can't. It's a finicky little thing. Only plays when it wants to.
That's unfortunate.
No. That's free will.
I already know what you're gonna say. The answer's yes.
Talk of free will. It's exactly XX conversation. That's Kara's XX, the one we're going to find. And the reason why this chap seems so familiar. And you know what? I bet he's keeping a journal, too.
Say, you wouldn't happen to be keeping a journal, would you?
Of course. I say something wrong?
Nah. I think you said something right.
You two dating?
No. You okay? You okay?
Why are you here? Mister, I don't dance, but carry a broken radio. What kind of trick is that?
You guys brought me along, remember?
Of course I remember, but at the time I thought maybe you were a dancer with a working radio that could lend some life to this trip. I guess it would be hard to describe why, but I felt the situation called for a change of pace. Luckily, Alex agreed.
'Twas the War of 1812. Many men, brave and loyal, lay dead upon the hillside. Men so young as you, and you. Following the bloody siege of Fort Detroit, command of the U.S. Armies of the Northwest was given to General William Henry Harrison. His mission? Recapture Detroit from the British and their ruthless commander, Colonel Henry Proctor. Who enlisted the help of the formidable Shawnee leader, Tecumseh. Tecumseh.
The battle waged for days. With Proctor and Tecumseh's men taking the upper hand on the wildly outnumbered Americans. But Harrison and his militia fought valiantly, refusing to back down. Until absolutely no hope remained. Considering his men, Harrison was forced to surrender. I surrender, you imperialist scum.
Ha 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 ha! One day, this entire nation will be back in our hands. You unappreciative wanker, plonker, tart, trollop, wally.
That'll be the day.
I'm not exactly sure you got all your historical facts straight there, fellas.
You're right. Many of the historical facts presented today were quite crooked. I apologize for lying to you all here today.
Kara? Done?
Catch me.
Oi. What you rotting, Jonas?
It's none of your business.
None of my business.
No.
Come on.
It's a story.
Good. Story. Tell me the story.
It's not finished.
Story doesn't have to be finished.
How about you tell me your story?
My story.
Why are you two heading up north?
All right, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
I have crippling anxiety. There, I said it. She asked me to go, and normally I would have deliberated for about 10 days, but I just pulled the trigger, and here I am.
Good.
Yeah.
I had a friend like you when I was younger.
Did you?
Gave him an ulcer, man. Don't live like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
No decision that you're gonna make, is the right one, only the next one.
I like that.
Thanks.
That's what the story's about.
No. The story, as it stands, is about a group of sheep in a forest. They follow their shepherd every day to water. Every day, the shepherd takes a different path through the forest, so the sheep can't remember how to get there.
Okay.
What the sheep don't realize is that each path leads them to the same destination.
That's the dumbest story I've ever heard, Jonas.
Thanks. Again.
No, it's good. It's good.
That's why I didn't tell you.
It's about fate.
No. It's about sheep.
Come on, my little sheep. Let's go.
It's beautiful. You think any of it feels the same way about us? Come on.
Gotta have the money to get the gas, gentlemen. Cough it up.
I forgot my wallet.
Alex,
I know.
I asked you if you needed anything
I know.
before we left. Like a million
Hey,
times.
I'm here, aren't I? I made a decision and I stuck with it.
Oh, you can't push him. Positive reinforcement. He'll crumble.
You're right. I'm very happy that you came along with me on this trip, and I'm honored to have a friend like you in my life.
God, I hate when she does that. I'm not a child, all right? So don't fucking patronize me.
Here's $6. Happy?
You know what? I can actually help. 42, 55, and a half, actually.
Oh, no, 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 no. You hold on to that one. You never know when you could find the rest of it and make a hole. And you. Will you go in there and see if you can't haggle that son of a bitch down on the price per gallon?
Rightio.
You know, I feel like I should say thank you for the ride.
I agree.
Well, thanks.
Let's not get too sentimental. Nobody wants to see that.
Okay, I got an idea. How about I tell you a story?
No thanks.
How about a joke?
Heard it.
A haiku.
Chances are I wrote it. Lend me your shoulder, my birthday, my tears to cry. Cry if I want to.
You know you're a tough egg to crack?
Yeah, I heard that too. Eggs everywhere are getting tougher to crack. Must be the chemicals.
Yo. I got the gas. Who's driving?
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't ask for much, but can I have a coin or something?
I gave you my entire bankroll. Actually
$6.
have.
Okay. Heads, you drive. Tails, you drive. And if it lands on the edge, then I'll take the wheel.
Deal. That doesn't really seem...
Deal. Be right back.
Holy shit. Where the hell did that go? It is really up there.
Way up there. You can
Is that it?
She used to play softball.
Makes sense. Nope.
No, it's a bird.
Yep. Well, that's that.
Shotgun. What channel is that?
You know, it's only got one.
Huh. Write it down for me. I like it.
This is a good sign.
No, it's a good song. This is a good sign.
The old hit and run. It's a great one.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you. Now, if we're gonna be Bonnie, Clyde, and Clyde, I think we have to steal something.
Where are we going to be, though?
I propose we stop in the next town for food.
Rob a bank, perhaps.
You know, we could steal food.
Ah, that's an idea. Stealing food for the hungry and underprivileged.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I've never been more sure of anything in my entire life.
I've heard you say that before.
Of course you have. Each time surpasses the last in sureness. That much you can be sure of. That away, boss. To the North Country, our heroes continue.
Forever chasing that elusive beast.
Called happiness.
As they headed off to find lunch, As they headed off to steal lunch, Alex couldn't help but wonder how much food he'd wasted during a lifetime of privilege. Jonas knew the answer.
As a country, we throw away enough food each year to feed 200 million adults.
What he did not know was how many people cared.
Kara once photographed it for an art exhibit she called Possess.
It was actually prostitute, the verb.
Within minutes, Alex was asleep, comfortably.
I sometimes wonder if the sound of my voice matches the sound of the voice in my head. I often think I sound like a child.
What are you doing here?
In the car?
In this moment.
You really want to know?
If you can tell me in 5 words or less.
I just gave up.
That's good. Brevity is an admirable quality. And I understand completely. Who was she?
Do I get to ask you the questions next?
Doesn't work like that.
Why not?
I don't do emotions well. Not interesting. Can I take a picture of you?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
How'd you know I was running from a girl?
I'm clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant, huh?
Knew you were gonna say that. I also know he's gonna wake up in 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
8 now. Pow!
Je venais de m'acheter un petit croissant, un petit café. Pour bien commencer ma journée, c'est toujours une bonne idée. Mais alors que je m'apprête à le boire, je trébuche sur le trottoir. Le croissant est écrasé et le café renversé. Pourquoi? Les choses se passent toujours comme ça. Pourquoi? Les choses se passent toujours comme ça.
They continued for a short while, until Alex remembered that they were to stop at the next town to get food.
Steal food.
Oh, pardon. To steal food. But first, he demanded they stop here.
I read about this place once. It's famous for a little girl and a tree.
20 years ago, this tree was the site of a miracle. A little girl picking wildflowers came across what she claimed was the Madonna.
The Madonna?
The Madonna.
You know, it's funny. My mom used to listen to her in the car when I was a little kid. Yeah, that was bad, I know. I'm sorry.
Today, the little girl is a woman who spends most of her time here, in that chair, at the site of her miracle.
It's sad, you know? Time moves on, man. Kids grow up. I just wonder how she affords HBO.
She's got a book deal.
That makes sense.
Had we stood here 20 years ago, there would have been hundreds of others gathered to witness the miracle.
Had we been here 3,000 years ago, natives would think we looked silly standing before a tree with light skin and dark eyes.
I once heard that an entire country ran out of milk because a statue took a sip. People flocked to grocery stores, raiding the fridges to try and replicate the miracle. Cereal bowls everywhere were left dry and untouched until the following morning.
Hey, you think that's her over there?
Probably.
You guys want to stick around and find out?
No. Let's go.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, you're out of gas, boss.
No. We just filled up. How much did you put in?
You told me to haggle him down for a gallon. Got him down to 3.
Yeah, okay, but how many did you buy?
1.
Yeah, that's not good, man.
Et si on t'avait dit, il n'y a pas si longtemps, quand tu étais enfant, du moins dans le cœur, ce que tu deviendrais.
How long have you known each other?
12, 13 days. Oh, man, it's a long time. I know.
Yeah, I don't think she likes me too much.
It's hard. She's a Libra.
You're a Cancer, no?
She's right.
It's pretty obvious.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
You ever, make a move?
No.
Why not?
She's like a sister.
But she's not your sister.
Right? I have a sister. She looks nothing like Kara.
Hey, gas.
All right, kid, you messed up the gas. You go get us some food.
I'm not gonna steal anything.
You got us into this mess. You get us out.
I got us into this.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do it.
Why haven't you ever made a move? You think of me like your sister?
Here we go.
You don't think I'm sexy?
Okay, I'm gonna go in there. You're gonna get what you get.
I'm tough on him because he needs it. Don't do anything stupid now, like start crying.
You all right? You all right?
I didn't steal anything.
I know.
Changed your hair in there, didn't you?
Yep.
You gotta stop doubting yourself.
You gotta start stealing.
Look, I got a plan to get us food, so let's just move on. Can we do that?
Although elementary, Alex's plan to get food worked. They simply ate at a restaurant. And left before paying. Though Jonas couldn't do that to the poor waitress.
Come on, JJ.
Where are we?
First place I stood in love. Stand by that tree there. I want to steal your soul. Okay.
Here?
Smile! And stand on one foot. I'm bored.
Always. Why don't you try twiddling your thumbs? No. Lock your fingers, then twiddle.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so, Jonas?
Kara, everybody knows how to twiddle their thumbs.
Still not working.
I've got a riddle that might help.
That's more like it. Let's hear it.
Are you listening, Jonas?
Yes.
What is the difference between an ice cream cone?
And what, Chuck?
My name is Alex. And that's it. What's the difference between an ice cream cone?
Well, you shut up or I'll slap you in your fat face.
Stealing your camera.
Looking good. All right, scooch in a little.
There we are. 1, 2, 3, switch. Kara, beautiful. Jonas, not so. 1, 2, 3, nice, switch. 1, 2, 3.
Come on. Oh, Z. There.
Wow.
So this is where you fell in love?
I have very good balance, actually. I don't fall often.
You're a silly one, Kara. Is he the one you're going to see?
How'd you know about him?
It's a good guess, I guess.
I think he was the one. That sounds funny. He was my soulmate. You kind of remind me of him, actually.
Well, maybe he was my soulmate, too.
That's really beautiful. So beautiful, it would make Alex sad.
It does make me sad. And you left me behind.
I knew you'd find your way.
Wow.
That's what he said.
He's right. Said the same thing.
You don't say.
Exact same thing.
I'm bored.
God, you get bored really easily. You know that?
That's not true, Frank.
It's Jonas. And yes, it is. He just told you a riddle.
Just through that tunnel there. What is the difference between an ice cream cone? I ain't lying.
You know, if the riddle's not working, you could try something else.
Like what?
I don't know. Do you act?
Ew, I hate acting, but I'll certainly give it a shot. I wrote this myself because I am not a robot.
Watching Kara dance before them, Jonas couldn't help but wonder if this was the stage that man was originally intended to perform upon. Though he hides it well, Alex is on the verge of tears, overcome by the beauty of this sight and a flood of innumerable emotions.
Say, how's that story of yours coming, Jonas?
You know, not too good. Unfortunately, I've been a little distracted.
Maybe you have ADD, like this one.
It's true. They give me pills for it. Take them by the handful.
Who's they?
I don't know.
Well, they working?
Are they working? This guy earned himself a scholarship to med school next year. And unlike money, those do not grow on trees.
Is that all right?
Oh, yes, sir, Bob. They got me to stop thinking about the world and, you know, focus on what really matters.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
So have you always wanted to be a storyteller?
No, I can't say that I have. Have you always wanted to be a whatever you are?
I don't want to talk about that.
Well, nobody's what they want to be.
Sure they are. Think about sports stars, movie stars.
The people in magazines, on supermarket checkout lines.
She's right. If we play our cards right, I think people may want to read about our cancer someday.
That's a thought.
I'm worried I'm starting to like you two too much.
That's kind and hurtful.
And true. Sometimes I wish I just would have stayed home.
In another dimension, you did stay at home.
Well, I'd rather be in that dimension.
No, you can't say that for certain.
Yes, I can. In fact, if I could turn back time right now, I would.
That's easy, Kara. I'll show you. They're coming down, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I wish we would have brought a girl along for the trip, you know?
Would that have made you any happier?
I guess I'll never know.
That's a silly joke. What, did someone plant that in your head when you were sleeping or something?
No, I don't think so, but that'd be pretty neat.
I don't think so. I think such a thing would be unnecessarily complicated.
What are we doing here?
We're having a heart-to-heart.
More like a mouth-to-mouth, actually.
Without the resuscitation.
What was that?
It was funny.
Come on. When did you two become so buddy-buddy?
As soon as I saw what you did. He completes us.
We don't need to be completed.
Everybody needs to be completed.
I don't like it.
Is somebody jealous?
No.
Is somebody
Stop.
jealous?
No, stop.
A little bit?
Maybe.
It's getting late, and I have a tour in the morning.
The goal.
We should find a place to stay. And besides, I don't have a toothbrush.
Oh, Alex, I asked
Hey,
you with
I can find us a place to stay. Don't worry about it.
a
place to stay. Do tell.
These are my stomping grounds.
You from here?
No, man. I just stomp here once in a while.
Perfect.
Ellen. Whoop. Come on.
Judging by the decisiveness in his driving, Alex and Kara figured Jonas knew where he was headed. They also knew he didn't want to talk about it.
Where are we going, JJ?
I don't want to talk about it.
Kara was well aware that she hadn't checked her hair or makeup in quite some time.
I'm not gonna do it.
Good.
It bothered Alex that he couldn't explain his current feelings. Jealousy was something he'd never felt before.
What the fuck is wrong with me right now?
I don't care how my hair looks.
Yeah, you do. It's not jealousy, okay? So let's just toss that idea right out.
What is it then?
Do you really want to know? School. It's school and this, how ridiculous it all is. It's...
You sure they need to hear this right now?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm trapped. I'm like going through the motions, but here's the problem. I haven't felt this right in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
So what do we do?
I don't know. Play it by ear? I say we start with an E.
"15 years ago, this room would have been filled with children around Christmas time, gathered to hear guitar and piano melodies. Alex understood that Jonas would have been one of them.
You mind?
Go ahead. It's not mine.
Hey, JJ, you mind taking over?
What's in here?
Anything?
Something.
I think we could find a use for those.
I do too, Tommy. I do too.
It's Alex.
Are you trying to turn this into a horror film, JJ?
I did always love slashers.
I preferred our road trip movie. Hey, grab that stubborn machine. It might come in handy. Shall we dance?
told you you'd dance. Oh, that was close. Is this a good hiding spot?
And I don't really know. I was never very good at hiding. I was much better at seeking.
I was always the opposite. I once hid under my bed for 2 days before anybody found me. My mother knew where I was the whole time, but she was just amazed I was that good at hiding.
She thought she had a prodigy on her hands.
Well, good for her. It's really hard to recognize true talent. She must really love you.
She does.
I had a favor to ask both of you. Would you write a chapter?
About sheep?
About anything.
I can't tell stories.
I danced. You'll tell a story. I bought gas, and I brought you here.
I don't want to.
Don't think you have a choice anymore.
Damn it! I'm terribly happy.
Alex and Kara awoke the following morning to find Jonas missing. They understood that this was his way of saying goodbye.
Don't be sad, Care Bear.
I'm not.
Come on. Let's go. I got a hot date tonight.
The smell of grapefruit would always remind Jonas of his grandfather. And his fear of becoming just like him. A lonely old man who played by the rules and died with nothing to show for it.
Don't worry. We won't be late. I know a shortcut. It worked really well for Eisenstein.
You mean Einstein?
No, I mean Eisenstein. But they both did have awesome hair.
Sad to report, Los Angeles-based photographer Lucas Hassan was found dead of an apparent suicide in his Venice apartment this morning. Well known for his good photographs.
We'll be okay.
I know.
Okay, let's finish this.
Kara was right. Her shortcut guaranteed I would make my appointment with time to spare. But then it occurred to me. I never gave you the answer to my riddle.
You never gave me a riddle.
Yes, I did. What is the difference between an ice cream cone?
Fuck you.
Because we had saved so much time, Kara decided to take the long way into town.
Look, sometimes it's better to take the longer route to your destination. It's all about the view.
I believe there's a rhythm to this world, to everything we do. And during this trip, we seem to have found it.
San Francisco, your future happiness, Alex. I'm sorry, I mean your future home. Come on, we have just enough time for a quick tour.
The city by the bay, home of denim jeans and the fortune cookie. The summer of love, the beatniks, and the nation's only moving historical landmark. Home to many who couldn't find home anywhere else. She takes all comers. The financial district, with its honeycomb of tall glass buildings. A place for those who don't mind high ceilings. The mission, named for the original Dolores mission established to evangelize local Indians. Today, it's best known for a new breed, a culture, not exactly different, just trying to be. The Marina, built for the 1915 World's Fair to showcase San Fran's re-emergence after the 1906 quake. Today, it's best known for its mid-20s young professional nightlife.
That's enough about history. It's always time to think about the future. Specifically yours, Timmy.
I'm not going.
Going where?
Give me a cigarette, wise guy. You know where.
We came a long way for this.
Yeah, we did.
To tour that school.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going.
Come on, there's one more place I want to show you. Come on. You know, I never did give him a story.
You always were a son of a bitch.
Your days are numbered, Gus.
It's Alex.
I'm proud of you, though. Here, hold this.
What is it?
Story for JJ.
That is not a story.
Sure it is. All right, JJ, listen up. You wanted a story? And you got one. This is Tim and Laura's first home. He had a steady job, and they even had a dog. This is where they lived after the baby was born. They needed the yard.
Okay.
And finally, Tim got his big promotion, Regional Supply Chain Manager. They were so happy it hurt.
They still live there today?
Oh no. Tim lost his job and the bank took what was theirs all along. The end.
Not for us. Hey, check it out. We're filming a movie.
Seems like everybody's making a movie these days. Starting to lose a little bit of that magic.
It's a shame.
C'est la fin du cinéma.
Asked me how I like my coffee, I said black. He said that's a damn good answer, and I asked him right back, how can you tell a sinner from a saint and in between? He said, son, you don't know sin and see, your shirt's just too damn clean. Well, I've been around the world, I've seen these cities far and wide. I've drank my share and cursed the air, at least God knows I've tried. And all these days have been in vain, yeah, I've seen nothing new. And every time I find myself right here next to you. 'Cause you're everything this world can offer, down and dirty, prim and proper, morning light and evening glow. Now tell me, dear, where did you go? Well, I went down to the river and I stuck my feet inside. I felt the rocks beneath, I felt the water chill my eyes. I looked up and I saw you cross the way, your head held high. You looked me up and down but never straight into my eyes. Well, I chased you through the forest till my legs could go no more. Then I turned myself around and went back to the old store. I got myself some gin and soda, sat down in the rain. It looks like you got me singing this damn sad refrain. 'Cause you're everything this world can offer, down and dirty, prim and proper, morning light and